Tryna be Lionel Richie. Tryna be Lionel Rich. Tryna be Lionel. Tryna be Lionel. Tryna be Lionel Richie. Tryna be Lionel. Welcome back to the realest channel on YouTube. I'm here with True Geordie. Today we're talking about fighting.
That's a fake punch. He's not actually.
I'm just trying to show him, the jab.
We've all seen the knockouts. We don't need any more. Dylan White, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. None of them are going to fight each other next minute.
No.
They've asked us to talk about this.
Disappointing.
I'm fucking gutted. Why do you think all these big men don't want to fucking punch each other in the face and prove who's number one?
Politics and money and locations and all the stuff behind the scenes. It is money. It's money. It's bragging rights. It's percentages but it's that rematch thing that done it for Dillian. Because I know for a fact, if you knock me out, Brian, and I said we're gonna have a rematch, and I'm gonna get paid more than you again, you might look at me like, no,
fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't blame Dillian. It's not his fault in this case.
Eddie Hearn basically had a contract, for those who don't know, where in a rematch, if Dylan White beat AJ, he was still gonna make less in a rematch.
Which is
Dylan
mad.
White said, "Go fuck yourself, Eddie."
Yeah.
And as for the rematch of Fury and Deontay Wilder, that seemed nailed on. I was convinced that was gonna happen. Tyson Fury out of nowhere signs with ESPN. He says he's made an offer to Deontay Wilder, and Wilder said no. To be honest with you, Wilder's a bit of a free agent right now.
It's a network thing. So Wilder's actually with Showtime, so American broadcasting company Showtime Sports, whatever, Showtime. He's with them, and now that Fury has signed this deal with ESPN and Top Rank, which is another promotional company, it makes things harder.
They're all on different channels,
places, right?
Which is a fucking nightmare.
And it makes it hard to make.
It's not
fights.
like the UFC where
it's just like, oh, you're on the UFC, you're on the UFC, oh. Easy. And that's why it used to be hard to make boxing games as well, because one fighter's rights are this, another fighter's rights are that. So we would have like loads of boxing games without Floyd Mayweather in it, because he didn't want to give his rights to Fight EA or
Nightmare. I remember that.
Yeah, literally. So you'd be like, oh, there's no players here that I want to use. And that's what's happening in real life right now. So you got all these fights that could be happening, but I'm with that network, you're over there, you're with that promoter. I want a 60-40 split, 70-30 split, and it's ruining everything.
We've got one hope, which is that Showtime's deal with Wilder is apparently coming to a bit of an end.
Yeah.
And now the Sharks are circling Wilder. Eddie Hearn wants to sign him. ESPN want to sign him. He could make a fuck ton of money out of this.
Definitely. The Triple G's in that same position now since the Canelo fight, since HBO shut down and whatnot. He's a free agent and he's looking around for where to stay as well, where to be based and stuff. So it's interesting times.
And everyone wants to know this, if Fury and Wilder does happen, where do you see the rematch going?
Wilder wins by KO.
Wow.
And it's a big statement, and obviously I want Fury to win. I don't want people getting confused. I want Fury to win, but you don't always get what you want in life.
So what's the reason? Because Fury won a lot of rounds.
He did.
Looked fantastic.
He did. But let's think of how much effort did it take for Fury to perform like that compared to Wilder to land 2 right hands.
So you think, given another 12 rounds, it's going to happen again?
Well, I wouldn't. Firstly, it's a headache. It's a big headache for Fury to think I done all that work, all those rounds, and I came away with a draw. This man hit me twice properly and I fell. Imagine being in camp preparing and thinking that.
He seems to be worried about the judges as well. He thinks that you got fucked over by the judges, which
I think he won the fight. Fury did win the fight.
He showed he was the more skillful boxer. By the rules, I can see how Deontay Wilder might have come away with a draw. Yeah,
because it gives you four rounds automatically, 2 knockdowns, and then all you have to do is win 2 other rounds, arguably, and then it would be...
Flip side of that though, Fury had come back from losing 10 stone before that fight. And obviously had a couple of warmer fights. Now he's got his sharpness. Now he knows he can take the punches and he can avoid the punches for a while. He knows he's a better boxer than Wilder. I don't know, maybe in the rematch he might even be more confident to go. I think
it's going to be easier to make a decision on what will happen in the rematch once we see Fury's next fight. Because he did have a long time out, 2 warm-up fights and then the big fight. Now he's got this deal. He's probably going to fight a few American fighters and, build himself more over there. He wants to take over America, doesn't he? Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, if you want to take over America, you fight...
Beat Deontay Wilder, mate.
The American heavyweight champion of the world. That's what you do, but...
Do you think the strategy for Wilder will be different? Because he seemed a bit hesitant to pull the trigger. And when you've got this, the Gypsy King who's constantly flinching, it does make you a bit like, what the fuck fuck is this guy?
No, of course.
Do you think you'd be a lot more likely to just storm and go straight for the kill?
I think he's going to be more aggressive. He's going to cut the ring down. He's felt some of Fury's punches. He might be like, you know what, I can take those. And he's going to go for it. I believe Wilder wins the rematch, and then we can finally get Wilder and AJ.
All right, speaking of AJ, everyone's saying AJ Big Baby Miller, is Big Baby Miller getting under his skin? We're actually seeing a bit of an angry Anthony Joshua.
We are. He's coming out of the show. He is coming out. He is saying, you know what? I am a nice, humble giant, but I do have an angry side, which is human.
I pay your mother's rent, boy.
He's a landlord. I'm your landlord. I'm your landlord. That was his line for the first press conference.
Big Baby Miller seems confident.
He was pissed off in London.
He's looking at his mates and that. You get up here as well.
He was saying that, and then in London he said something like, look at his face, I'm gonna reconstruct his face. That's what he was saying at the London press conference. So he is obviously fired up. He's obviously in a state where he's like, you know what, I'm going for the kill, and it's great because it's gonna make a great fight. But what I hope it doesn't do is take AJ off his game plan and fall into Miller's tactics.
The one time I've seen AJ where I thought you were a bit off your game plan
was Dillian
White, and he got rocked a bit by, and White
he did.
You know, White can fucking punch.
He can swing, he can definitely got a punch on him.
And Big Baby Miller can definitely punch. 23 stone. All right, he's not going to have the fitness of an AJ. But if you get clocked by that fucking big guy,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, and it could knock him out. But it's like, it's good to see AJ showing some personality, and now Dillian White is on Instagram always poking at him like, oh, you're finally coming out now, everyone's finally seeing what you're like. We're seeing the real AJ. Boxing's interesting on that front. That fight is going to be very one-sided.
You reckon?
AJ's going to knock him out.
They've been rapping at each other. You're a boxer who raps. I want your verdict on who's the best rapper out of these, right?
Well, me.
Let's say this.
Obviously, Miller's one.
Miller did one. So we rate them both.
All right, let's rate them both. I'll rate them both,
Yo, I'm chilling with Sway. I come from the UK, I'm hustling hard, trying to get a payday. I come from the bottom of the pit, so I can tell you about my lyrics and how I live this shit.
Oh, he's trying.
No, it's decent. It is decent. He got a little,
this is off the top of his head. This is off his head. This is a nice little flow.
Best rapper in the UK. Who else is there to say? There's only one rapper, that's AJ. Ain't nobody gonna compete. I'm from the street. I live the life. I spit on any beat. You understand me?
Yeah, this is all flying off the head, no writing down. So
I like that line.
5 stars.
I like this line.
5 stars. What are you giving him so far?
I like this line here.
Right, let's hear this one.
Alright, so he drops the date of the fight.
From the street, I live the life. I spit on any beat. You understand me? Find me fighting on June 1st at MSG, lyrical MC in NYC.
Yeah. Now he tried to. Okay.
I like him more than ever. By the way, now. Because he takes himself so serious.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, you could see he was genuinely just like being relaxed.
Lucas said Anthony Joshua. I want this on relaxed, being himself. See where he's from. Yeah, he's being a lot more relaxed. Let's see
Big Baby Miller's one. Yeah.
I want to rap. Give me some old school shit. Let's go.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
He looks like a bouncer.
There's a reason why I come from BK, cause I pop that shit. My buck 50 across the lip. We hustle out here. We tear the block up like it's Christmas shit. Best be with. I'm bigger than a grizzly bear. Ooh. Make a bitch do a backflip. You hear this shit? From UK to BK. That niggas can't beat me.
Oh, he got the beat switch. He had the beat switch.
So it's decent. I think energy-wise, he's won by a mile. Baby Miller is just a natural. He's a showman, isn't he?
AJ gets the moral victory for being himself.
But just try. I kind of feel like AJ won just for trying.
Yeah. I used to hate that in school. Remember in school they'd give out medals for the. I'm just like, I didn't want it. I don't want that. I want to win. I want to win.
Well done. That's like when you try and teach me how to punch. Good effort.
Good. No, go again.
It's like it's the fair play, AJ. You tried.
Being himself and promoting the fight. This is all promotion for the fight, and it's natural promotion. It's fun promotion.
But when they announced this fight, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, if it's not Deontay Wilder, I don't even.
Or White, yeah. If it's not Wilder or White, we didn't care. But now it's starting to get its buzz.
They're making me feel more interested because it's clear that there's like real anger from AJ and all this talk about mothers, and AJ winked at his mother. Like that's not the AJ.
That's cheeky.
And he was like, oh, she's a good-looking woman. I was like, fucking hell.
And then, but he went along with. He tried to go along with it and was like, yeah, she thinks you're cute as well. You know, I'm like, what?
So you got AJ who's a lot more lean and quick and more agile. Whereas Big Baby Miller's just come and windmill your head off.
Yeah.
How do you see the fight going?
AJ knocks Miller out in under 5 rounds.
Wow. Okay.
That's my prediction.
He's got a lot of heart though, Miller.
Sometimes it's
he
not
did
really
kickboxing as well. A lot of people don't know that.
If I tap you in the right space, no matter how much heart you got, that's it really.
Right.
So I think under 5. Your prediction, give it to the world.
It's been a while since AJ took the kind of risks to put someone away early.
Yeah,
he's not the old, and he's fighting better competition as well.
Yeah, of course.
He's not taking as many risks.
No.
So for that reason, I think it goes longer than 5. I think more like 7, 8, 9, maybe.
He said AJ said 8 in his freestyle. He predicted
I think that's
8.
fair.
I'm going under 5. I think he's gonna catch him. So fights from last week, big UK brawl in the O2, a lot of blood.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I went with JJ. I don't know if anyone saw his blonde hair shaking in the in the front row.
Well, he did a training session with Eubank, didn't he?
He did, and I think since then they kept in touch somehow, and then he got some tickets to the fight, and then he was lucky enough to bring me along, and we were there.
What was the quality like in the standard in the ring?
Well, if we're talking about only the main event, that was a amazing fight.
Really?
The girl is on his last legs in his career. It's not even a opinion thing.
Well,
that's just a fact. That's just a fact.
Nassim has been outraged.
When he went in on him that time, he was like, he needs to just stop. He needs to stop.
Yeah.
The thing is with Eubank, his career was on edge because he's lost at the wrong times. Whereas the girls,
on his way up, and he's just when you think he's there,
he drops. And the girl has been there, but has had too many hard fights. If you have 30 fights and knock everyone out in the first round, you're good. If you've had 30 fights,
just do what you're doing then. Fantastic.
Yeah, well, if you continue on what I've managed to start
30 seconds of fight.
You're not gonna have any miles on your clock. You're not gonna have any. You're not gonna have enough. You're good. When you have 30 fights and 7 of those have been 12 round brawls and getting your tooth knocked out, and
it takes
out of you. It takes out of you, and you could see that every time the girl got hit. Did you watch the fight?
I seen it, and especially in the second round, that's when I was like, shit, this isn't gonna last long.
Because Eubank was literally like, bang, then he just rocked.
He took him. He chased him down.
He chased him.
He smelled blood early. So to be fair play to De Gale to have enough in the tank to last the whole fight after getting clocked so early.
Yeah.
For me, the surprising thing about Eubank has always been that he's actually got the heart. He was raised a rich kid with a world champ boxer for a dad. So you'd think he'd be a bit of a spoiled, but he would have the natural talent.
He's hungry.
But actually,
he's hungry.
He hasn't had the coaching.
No, because he refused to have a
from
coach.
his dad. To my knowledge, he was coached for a bit by Mayweather Senior.
Yeah. Everyone kind of dabbles in. Yeah, they dabble in a little bit, but
he's got heart.
He's conditioned. He's conditioned really well.
Oh yeah.
He trains really hard. He's fit. He can throw in the last round when everyone wants to quit.
We've seen him fight Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, and that was a little while ago. Yeah,
he gave Billy Joe Saunders a big advantage in
6-7 rounds in that fight. Yeah,
over the fight, and then he turned up later, but it was too late.
Too late.
They're talking about fighting again. Both world champs now.
Yeah,
that could be a hell of
I think that would be a good rematch. I think stylistically for Eubank, he will not beat Billy Joe Saunders. He's too slick. Billy Joe Saunders is too slick. He likes moving, and he's an awkward southpaw. And if I was Eubank's management, I wouldn't put him in there with Billy Joe Saunders. I would pick Darrell, who's the WBC champion, in the same weight, because he could beat him. But I wouldn't want him to fight Billy Joe Saunders or my teammate Caleb Plant, who just won the IBF title in that same division, because his style is made to beat Eubank as well. So me being biased, but it's true. All right, we're having a break away from the serious fighting matters, and we're going back to the vote.
Oh yes,
Kimbo Slice.
This is Kimbo Slice. For those who don't know, everyone thinks that JJ is the YouTube fighting champion. Kimbo was the original.
He's the original
YouTube fighting champion.
Kimbo versus JJ.
I mean, I don't want JJ anywhere near a fight. This guy was
I would say JJ, look, I can train you, brother, but I don't know. Look at the footage. Oh my! Look how bad that camera is.
Kimbo was like the internet's answer to Mike Tyson, but on the streets.
I remember coming from school, my dad was like, watch this guy. And I was like, oh,
bare knuckle as well. All bare knuckle. And then he'd help them up afterwards.
And he'd be like, yeah, good fight.
But there'd be money getting put down on this.
Like
the gangs were putting money down on him.
And I swear he used to cut his chest hair in some weird way as well. He was just like, this was bad.
Because some of the dudes who fought against him were huge weightlifters.
And he was big. Oh my, look at the way he just shoved him
Kimbo
down.
fought at about your weight, you know. Look at that. Jeez. Oh my god. I remember watching this, and he gives him a free shot. Gets back up.
Bang, bang.
Straight in the chin.
And then he was just like,
"That's all you got. This over."
That rewind, that roll,
boom,
that technique
left
there
hook.
is actually good technique.
You've just been teaching me that.
Yeah, I was just teaching you that stuff last week. Literally, that roll under. And
he goes, "Chill."
He said, "No." But this is early YouTube days.
Yeah. There you go.
And
there you go.
You can't even see.
There you go. That's what happens when you fight Kimbo Slice, people.
This guy didn't last. I remember this one.
He didn't want.
He didn't really want to fight anyway.
Well, this is the thing, is they weren't allowed. There was rules and everything, but he's like in the fucking. He's beating him up.
He's chasing him. Look.
Yeah, because these are people who called him out.
There was one fight that Kimbo had where the guy was kicking him.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, so he kind of semi knocked him out.
Yeah,
with a knee to the chin.
Yeah,
and then they ruled it like that wasn't.
That's not part of the rules. Exactly. Yeah.
But this guy, he just wanted to sort of get in and.
But look, the eyes are not even open. If I ever
giving it this.
If I ever see you sparring like that after the lessons I'm giving you, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed.
Oh, that guy. Bless him. Oh, God bless you. He was one of those like natural athletes, Kimbo. Like,
and then he
was in the NFL. I think he was like a young American footballer.
He done a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And he ended up being in the UFC.
He was one of the nicest guys as well, you know. Like,
apparently,
really
everyone said that. Like, he was a nice guy and.
Just
look at
don't punch him. Just don't punch him. He'll be your best mate.
He used to love that roll. He loved that roll.
He moved like Tyson, like that sort of like.
Then this is when he started
MMA.
Yeah, he started going into MMA.
But this is the thing about him. When he went into MMA, he instantly, because of the internet, was a huge star. He had that Mike Tyson, like, kill everyone who is in his way. People didn't realize when you fought like martial artists who'd done like kicking.
Yeah. That's when he kind of got.
He was just going to be in two over his head because.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You can't be a one-dimensional fighter in MMA. But this was the guy.
This was the guy that was kicking him and throwing knees and like Muay Thai clinching him and stuff.
Well, that's why they
and then that's when they all went mental. Yeah, they said it's boxing, and this guy was like using MMA on him.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
If you've got any more internet heroes you want us to check out, let us know in the comments.
And don't say JJ because that's I know an internet hero that we can talk about. I'm gonna be like,
you're fighting JJ next, aren't you?
Yeah, we're cooking something up for you guys. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hit him. I went round. I've been practicing my Wii boxing.
They've got some questions for you in the comments from last time. What would happen if you and JJ fought?
Well, you know what? I think JJ would survive a round because I let him. That is the verdict.
Another question we had.
Yeah, is when I'm going to fight AJ.
When are you fighting Anthony Joshua?
I don't think I'll ever fight AJ.
He hasn't got the balls. Anthony Joshua keeps pulling out. We're trying to make it happen.
I think AJ's on a different path to me. I feel like I'm the least of his worries. I feel like he's achieved a lot without needing to fight me.
Would you ever go to heavyweight?
Yeah, I will. Well, hopefully.
We get you on the True Geordie diet.
What I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna take over my division one day, and then I'm gonna go up and seek more opportunities.
What other?
And I'm not gonna fight Usyk, however, guys. For all the Usyk comments, or Lemachenko, or Ryan Garcia, who's a super featherweight.
Why are you not on the Anthony Joshua undercard?
Well, as we were saying at the beginning of the video about promotional things and networks and all this stuff, I don't have a promoter, but I have a management team, and their management team is not AJ's, so it just doesn't happen. You don't get the opportunities to go on Eddie Hearn shows because I'm not an Eddie Hearn fighter. And if I wanted to go on an Eddie Hearn show, my manager would have to pay Eddie Hearn, or I have to ask him for a favor to let me on. That's literally how it works. So he could say, if he wants to be on the AJ show, if you give me $15,000, we'll give him an undercard spot.
Wow.
Things like that. That's how it is. So boxing is not as, a boxing match is happening.
Come along, bring the gloves,
son. Bring your gloves and we'll just have a fight on your show. It doesn't work like that. This has been a nice video with Big Brian, True Geordie. Time for him to go and learn a bit of technique now on the pads. When am I going to leak your footage? When am I going to leak your training?
When I'm really good. When I look at world champions.
That footage that I sent, everyone was...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe, all right.
Everyone was saying that you was looking powerful. JJ was a bit... he was like, what? Brian? I was like, yeah. Realest channel on YouTube. Like, subscribe.